So this is what we call the racking house, and what we have here is the rabbits at eye level and the chickens on the floor, and the chickens are to scratch through the bedding. That's kind of what's going on here. It's no smell because the chickens are making compost. They're picking up any bits of wasted feed or green material that the rabbits drop on the ground. If the rabbits drop it on the ground, the chickens clean it up completely. And so it's a perfect symbiotic relationship between the two animals, keeping each animal healthy. How does nature sanitize? How does nature clean up behind other animals? The chicken has, for ages, been the animal that cleans up and pretties up farmsteads, homesteads, and eats waste byproducts from dairies, cheese operations, bakeries, table scraps, all of that. And they're designed with a rake on the end of their foot to scratch things up. And the aha moment was, hey, let's put chickens in and add carbon, chips, wood chips, sawdust, and let them mix the two together like a big scrambler and create compost. So this is the compost that the chickens are making down here. It's got, we got wood chips right here, sawdust, we got hay. All of these particles are the carbon that soak up the nitrogen from the rabbits and get rid and hold all of the goodies, if you will, so that it can digest and then go out to the pasture. And it's ready. It's totally, all of the goodies are encapsulated in the wood chips. One of the common medical ailments of people who raise rabbits is lung burn because they're breathing that ammonia 24/7 when they're in here caring for the rabbits. So it's actually a fairly health risk to be in here when it smells like a common rabbitry. This smells like forest. It's delicious. It's wonderful. And so it creates a great environment for the farmer to be in as well. Let's go check on some bunnies. So these are some I think that were just born yesterday. Get it out where you can take a look at these guys. Yeah, these were just born yesterday. So I'm just checking to make sure that there's not any afterbirth or like any rabbits that were maybe born dead, stillborn or something like that would attract flies and create a situation that would, hurt the other rabbits. So I'm just checking in on them. I'm giving them a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, beautiful. A perfect litter is 8, so she did great. Good job, girl. This one, same thing. She kindled yesterday. Kindled is what they call when they have babies. Cows calve, rabbits kindle. Oh, look at that. Another nice one. Sweet. And again, all healthy and clean. She's got them nicely covered. They pull fur from down around their belly area and cover the bunnies up, make their own nest. Rabbits are real easy that way. Like, you don't have to help with the births or anything like that. They just do their own thing, and you come out in the morning and they've had them, so you don't really have to do anything with them, which is fun. From birth to processing is 12 weeks. But the nice thing about this is comfrey, and we can just stick it right in the cage door like this, so we don't actually have to open each cage as we go, and the rabbits just pull it in the rest of the way and just munch it right down. The racking house, the rabbits breed all year long, and we can raise them all year long, but the racking house specifically, we only run from about the 1st of March till the 1st of November. And then they go into the high tunnel hoop houses where the chickens are in the wintertime because it's warmer, and they stay in the warm hoop houses and stay warm. There's a lot of activity going on, but it's not stressful activity. One of the neat principles of this building is that we can raise more pounds of meat per square foot than a confinement operation of a monoculture of straight chicken or straight rabbits, but neither one of the animals are at a tipping point for pathogens and disease. So one of the cool things about this building is it's great for, like, we think, an urban setting. Take the roosters out, it's real quiet. The rabbits aren't making any noise. They're laying 300 layers in here, about the size of a 3-car garage. It's creating that's about 150 eggs a day. It can produce 1,000 rabbits a year for meat production. And this has not even begun to, you can do worm beds under the rabbits. I've seen people who do potted plants on top of the rabbit cages. So there's multiple layers of production that can be added on to this that we haven't done yet. So it's got lots of potential. This is the comfrey plant that we a lot of times cut and feed to the rabbits. It grows really long and it grows taller than this, about twice as tall. It's really leafy and it's easy to cut, and it's got long stems. So you can just take your knife and just quickly cut a nice big bunchful, and then take this in. And at 1 leaf per doe, you can just stick, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cages worth of rabbits feed. And this actually has higher protein than alfalfa. And so it's really great. You can feed chickens on it. Rabbits are great on it. And so it's got a lot of protein. And it's got a lot of stemmy stalk to keep their rumens balanced. And it's really easy to cut and harvest. So that's what we feed them. Come on, guys. Give you your morning's move. So this is our hairpin, and the weaned rabbits, after they're weaned off the mom, come out here to be on pasture. And what we have is a slatted floor. I'm gonna bend down here where you can see it. There's a slatted floor on here just made out of wood, so it doesn't bother the rabbits at all. And the grass then comes up through those slats as you move it, to allow the rabbits to eat it. They don't like grass that's bent over or chopped up, like grass clippings out of a mower. They don't eat that. So it's really important that they eat long, stemmy stuff. And so this pen allows me to put them on some rougher ground. The slats keep the rabbits from digging out. They dig out really fast. And when I was 10, 11 years old, I got really good with a fishnet catching rabbits outside. They really do like sticky, woody, more forby type plants. Like they love this, this plantain right here. They really like plantain. Let's see, you want that? There you go, see? They love to eat the trimmings. They'll just eat all the bark off of an applewood branch. Basically any fruit tree, they just love the trimmings off of it. Because their teeth grow all the time. So they need things to chew on to shave down their teeth and keep them at a right level. So, and the rabbits are able to move around and exercise and be a lot more active than they would be in some of the smaller pens when they're in this growing stage. When I first started using these pens, when I was young, we would have really incredible diseases, sicknesses, and mortality rates in these events because the rabbits weren't able to handle the grasses. So over 15 years of genetic selection, I now have a rabbit that can eat greens inside, eat greens outside, be outside, perform, live, and do well, which from looking at them should be its natural environment. And so that's what we've tried to do, is take a rabbit that's been bred away from its natural setting and breed it back to where it can live and thrive in its natural setting, or as close to it as we can give it. We do sell some breeding stock at this point from people who want to get started. There are people who are wanting to do this and copy this model, and so they'll come here and get a doe or a buck or something and take it back and begin implementing it in their own system. So that's pretty exciting. Anybody can take care of them. They're really, as far as the workload, and you don't have to be really strong or big or anything. You can care for them, and they're real simple. They don't take a lot of time. That doesn't include like the days you got to process rabbits and do a lot of breeding or nest box work or things like that. But just basic chores every day, feeding and watering, takes less than 45 minutes a day. Most of the chefs have a very difficult time getting a rabbit that's from the US and that is fresh and local. So when I can sell them a rabbit that's only been processed for a couple of days and is ready for them to use right in their restaurant, never frozen, and doesn't have any of the other, chemicals and hormones and antibiotics in it at all. Plus pasture, they sell like crazy. So these rabbits are just heading in this direction, and they will eventually end up at a restaurant or one of our metropolitan buying clubs houses to hopefully be a great dinner.